Quỳnh Anh and I'm 23 years old. I graduated from University of Economics and Finance. My goal was to get an 8 overall, and after 2 courses in KTDC, I have finally achieved my goal. In details, I got a 9 in listening, an 8.5 in reading, and an 8 in speaking, and an 8 overall. Before learning at KTDC, I think my reading and my writing and also speaking skills were not perfect. Especially in reading, I remember having a really hard time in the first few class. I remember getting like a 6.5 or 7 at first, and then after a lot of practice and also following my trainer's guidelines, I could do better, and especially with speaking. I knew that I could speak fluently and quite well. However, after studying with Andy, he showed me what are the categories, what is the examiner looking for, and how should I answer. Like, for example, how should I answer to manage that I get all of the content right, and how do I get all the examples so that I can support my ideas, and how to answer in a way that it is the easiest for the examiner to understand. And yeah, I think it was very beneficial. I think learning IELTS with an expert is very beneficial because they know the test so well, especially the structures of the test so well. And in a test like IELTS, I think knowing the structures is very important to get a high score, because you need to know what the test requires and also what is the examiner looking for. To know those things is to perform better and to know what to put out there in order to get a high score in IELTS. So in class, every other day, we would have to write an essay in both Task 1 and Task 2. And then our trainer would correct the essays one by one. So we know very well what are weaknesses and what we can do to get a better score. We know the categories in IELTS writing. We know that we need to get the grammar correct, the cohesion, coherence, the vocabulary as well, and also the task achievement. So knowing what the test requires is so important, and having your essays corrected every single time make you better and easier for you to improve day by day, and to also get so familiar with the feeling of writing. So when you get into the test room, you wouldn't be so nervous. I think that critical thinking is especially important in writing Task 2 and in speaking Part 3, because in these parts, the candidate is required to give their own ideas, their own opinions, but they also need to back it with science and evidence, and to give examples to support their ideas and opinions. Being critical is crucial, especially I think in the classroom. All of the students in the classroom are encouraged to be critical and to debate any time that they like, as long as it is relevant to the lesson of that day. I think I know Andy quite well. I think he is very passionate, and he is also very strict and very disciplinary. He is willing to help you achieve your goal, as long as you also give your best and do your best. Do all of your homework, do your reviews, write your essays, and ask any questions in class if you have. And I will make sure, Andy will make sure that you get a score that you desire. Follow KTDC to personalize your journey with IELTS experts.